Hope everybody's doing well. I'm here with the owner of Vin Alegro in Discovery Bay.
Welcome to my very little slice of Discovery Bay. I've been here since 2018. I'm really excited to show you what I have in this little side of East Contra Costa County. So welcome. So I call it passion on a plate. So basically our menu goes from Wednesday to Sunday. We have very limited hours, very European, very boutique style of a restaurant. And what sets me apart from all the other restaurants, well, I'm the only one in the kitchen. I don't work for a paycheck. So really, you get to taste that in my food.
Tell us about the variety of food. Like what kind of food do you guys serve
Yeah,
here?
that's a great question. I do tapas, all different sorts of tapas.
Okay.
I like to explore with all different sorts of countries in Europe, in Asia, in South America, a little bit of everything. We do lots of different tapas. We do lots of different main courses. We do our lobster, of course. I'm known for my Wellingtons. I do so many different Wellingtons.
My son loves Wellington.
I do beef Wellington, an Italian version. I do what I call a kiss me. I'm an Irish Wellington. I do it every March for St. Patrick's Day. I do a halibut Wellington, a salmon Wellington, a surf and turf Wellington. I just love exploring with flavors and textures. We do a once a month brunch here, so look out for that. That does sell out really fast, as also a once a month cooking class. And I do a once a month, kind of sort of like a ladies night. So last month it was called Besties and Bunnies, and next month is going to be called Mamma Mia. So lots of different events, because as you'll see, I love to utilize my space and create these fun little events for the community.
Now I see that you've made a dish. You want to tell us about that?
I did. Come on over. So this is my Maine lobster.
Oh my God.
I've killed 1,600 of them already. So this gets flown in from Maine, alive, right to our front door. And what I do is I kill it really fast. I process it, I clean them all out, and then I stuff them with dayboat scallops from Boston, some beautiful sweet Mexican wild prawns, my beautiful seasonings that are proprietary. I don't tell anybody about them, some spices, and then we have a little clarified butter right next to it, a nice fresh piece of lemon. It's delicious, great to share.
Now Jenna, she's going to be making us a drink today, right?
Yes, she's going to make a pomegranate cranberry fizz. We love fizzes here only because it's kind of an old world, an old school drink that uses egg whites that a lot of cocktail bars or restaurants don't. Stay away from the whole egg white drink. It's one of my favorites. She's going to make that, and possibly an aviation, which is also one of my favorite drinks. But yeah, let's go see Jenna. So gin is the main ingredient or the base of the cocktail, and
okay.
she's she's going to do what's called a dry shake.
Okay.
So she's going to shake it with an egg white, and first she's putting in a little bit of pomegranate, tiny bit of cranberry juice, lemon juice, and she's going to put in the equivalent of one egg white. And trust me, I've got to crack every one of those. So she's doing what's called a dry shake, and a dry shake just means that there's no ice in there at all. And what this does is going to make the drink very foamy, and it's going to give great volume and texture to this drink. So now that she's got that dry shake and great foam in there, she's going to hit it with some ice and going to give it a really nice proper shake to it. And we like to serve this in a recycled glass.
Okay.
So we get these glasses made for us from Sabbatical,
okay,
which is a distillery that's just down the street from us.
Okay.
We've got a Sabbatical glass, fresh ice, and the beautiful
look at that
cocktail. So this is what I call my marketplace. We sell these in a lot of retail shops, wineries, etc.
Yep.
So these are collabs that I have with lots of local farmers that I turn into honey with honeycomb, our pear preserves, our sweet potato pecan butter. I do a honey jalapeno barbecue sauce. I do some salad dressings. Really whatever I have on hand or whatever the farmer needs to get rid of, I get that magical phone call. I go down, just like a good example are the jalapenos. I make a jalapeno jam. I also make candied jalapenos. So when the farmer calls and says, hey chef, I've got 50 pounds of jalapenos that are a little bruised and the consumer does not want it, what do I do with them?
Okay.
I say, give them to me. I'll turn them into a candied jalapeno. I'll give you a case and we'll call it a day. How's that?
That's awesome.
So just the relationship. It's it's what I love about being out here. I know it's far away from Concord. I've made this commute for over 10 years now because I owned another restaurant with this at the same time pre-COVID.
Yes.
So, but to be able to have all these local ingredients that are down the street and you're picking them from a farm and not from a big company or supermarket, right? I like to spend my money now with a farmer rather than spending it with big pharma later. You decide. I made my choice.
Dude, I've noticed you guys have a selection of variety of different wines also too, correct?
Absolutely. We've got wines that are local. We've got lots of wines from Italy, of course, and Spain. We have lots of collabs with our local wineries that are in town as well. And as far as St. Helena, I love drinking wine. I really do. It's a passion that I have. We have a tiny indoor. It's a very boutique restaurant. So I really do recommend making reservations, especially if you want to sit inside or at the bar or at our beautiful patio.
Now, you want to show me your patio,
Absolutely.
please?
So here we are. This is the Pierre de Resistance of Vin Alegro. We've got our wood-burning pizza oven that we started with propane. And then we kick, once the wood is nice and going, then I kick it over to the side. We do our, what we call our pinza romanas, which is a Roman style of pizza. I mean, with all non-GMO dough. I make it with rice flour, whole wheat flour, and soy flour, which makes it a lot easier to digest for a lot of my guests that have dietary restrictions. But this is it. Isn't this gorgeous?
It's beautiful. I love the ambiance. I mean, you did an awesome job.
Thank you so much. We do lots of private parties. Of course, we don't go crazy. Our limit out here sitting down is about 45 to 50 guests. Standing tapas is a whole different story because we can move things out of the way, open the gate, all sorts of things. So we're located at 1520 Discovery Bay Boulevard, Suite 300 in the beautiful town of Discovery Bay. The zip code's 94505 and the phone number is 925-395-4700.
And what are your operating hours again here?
It's safe to say Wednesday to Sunday, 5 to 8-ish.
And then do you also do catering or no?
90% of my business is catering.
Is there anything else you'd like to say before we go?
I hope you come and enjoy the experience and what we offer here at Vin Alegro, because really it's turning a moment into a memory. And that's what I love to do.